Greetings from not the Erie Coast, West Tennessee. Yep, it's currently 11:48, and I am on the road trip. Oh, you can't see me. You can't see me. There it is. Yes, skull. This is another episode of the Zoot Report. That's right. I'm going to turn that off. Put this back on here. I decided to leave now. I was going to leave in the weekend, sometime like Saturday or Sunday. I gotta go. Me just staying there, just upsetting my mom. After everything that's happened with the scammers, she is still mad at me for interfering in her business. I stand by my convictions that I did the right thing. And I didn't tell her, but I told her a lot of things. But, if she's mad at me for the rest of her life, so be it. I did the right thing. And I hope that I will continue to do the right thing and take care of her affairs, everything she needs. I just hope that she she takes responsibility and realizes that there's people out there that's going to take advantage of her, and she needs to guard against that. I don't know. Put one guy in jail, but it didn't stop. It's a ring, and they're continuing to call mom, and she's continuing to talk to them, and I don't know. I told her everything. I told her all the possibilities, which could be dire, right? But we'll see. We'll see. But I had to go this time. I just can't. I can't stay there and continue to try to walk on eggshells. Never been really good at walking on eggshells. I stomp all over them. So, and all her attempts to lay out those eggshells and put the guilt trip on me, and it's definitely a madness. And so I refuse to do that. I refuse to change the subject. I just wanted to know what they were talking about. She refused to tell me, and inform me that it's her business. So it's hurtful. I feel very hurt. I feel that she's like, it's either them or me. That's how I feel. And obviously she wants to continue her relationship with this criminal group that's continuing to take money from her, and is probably going to continue to take money from her. So what's going to happen next? Oh man, we got a wreck. Yep, got a wreck or something. Oh no, they're just pulling somebody over. State troopers and the sheriff's department. Yep. All right, guys. my mom, I don't know, what was I saying? She continues to deal with it. What's the next step? The next step is threatening, or they back away. But it sounds like they're not. I mean, they called her. They called her again. She talked to him for a long time. I know this because, well, you know, I have ways and means. And so I didn't listen in on the conversation this time, but I know that they called, and she talked to them for almost an hour. So they already know that somebody went to jail, and now they're going to coach her and train her and threaten her. That's the next. If they can't continue to work the con, you know, and use their charm and lie to her to get her to send more money, then they're just going to threaten her and try to blackmail her. I mean, she's given them all kinds of information already, you know, freely. So she's used to talking to them. That's what they do. They get you talking. They spend time, lots of time, and it's an investment. It really is. It's an investment that they put in this time. They put in this this mental charades of being a trustworthy person to deal with. And all the while, they're just, you know, pumping her for information, gathering all the intel they can to use against her. Everything you say and do will be used against you. Just like the police, right? It's just like everything you say and do to these scammers, say and do for these scammers will be used against you. They record their conversations. They play it back. They have their team that analyzes it. You know, it's a criminal organization. Billions of dollars. Billions of victims. And this guy, he will continue to do so, and he will move up the ranks because he is so successful, right? He already got $1,000 out of her. Why not more? Continue to run that scam, right? And all his buddies, all his co-workers in this criminal organization, you know, he'll get promoted or something. You know, he'll get, you know, some street cred, whatever. Like, oh wow, this guy's good. You know, damn. That's how they operate. And it's obvious that they have people local that get the money.
At the next light, turn left.
They get the money, they send it off. It's like a money laundering scheme. It really is. So that's how they work. Somebody local, if they can't, so that tells me that they have people in town, right? And those people in town are paid to be criminals, to receive the money, to contact, to make contact, which is what do you think?
At the light, turn left onto US 45 South Highland Avenue.
Ready. In a bad spot here. Alright. I'm gonna go. See you, buddy. quite some time now. So hitting Jackson, good old Jackson, Tennessee, place of my birth. Bob Parker's is still there. Good to know. So yeah, they could, and, you know, they ask these questions. Hey, do you have a safe? These are the questions they asked my mom. Oh, you have a safe. How much money is in your safe? How much money do you have on hand? How much money can you give me? How much money can you they take inventory? So it wouldn't be much for them to pay somebody to go get that money from my mom's safe. Right? You know, in the criminal world, I know a guy. They know people. They know people that are not good people. These are not good people. So if they think they can get away with breaking into your house, hurting you, hurting someone, killing someone, getting the money and getting away with it, they'll do it. Get in, get out. I know that's an extreme possibility, but you know, prepare for the worst and hope for the best. That's the way it is. That's how you have to look at it, as a possibility. That's, you know, playing chess here. So I told that to my mom. I said, look, they might come to your house. They might try to rob you and hurt you. You gotta stop dealing with these folks. You got to. And I love my mom. She's like, well, you know, I've already taken care of it. No, you didn't. I took care of it. She's like, I called the FBI. Oh, okay, all right, well, good. I mean, yeah, I don't believe you, but okay, all right. Called the FBI. I should have told her, hey, yeah, fine. You want to talk to him? Record your conversations. Provide it as evidence.
In half a mile, keep right to continue toward South Royal Street.
I don't know. But yeah, it's bittersweet leaving in a somewhat dramatic fashion. You know, I just basically just quietly, you know,
Keep
quietly
right.
Loaded my truck and sat down, had another heart-to-heart conversation with her, you know, where she still
Continue for half a mile.
Still continued to fight me tooth and nail. So it, and you know, and of course she's like, you're gonna give me a heart attack. You're gonna give me a heart attack. I'm like, okay, well, that's why I'm leaving. So I don't know if you can see this red building here. This is the old whorehouse. That's right, the old whorehouse. This was the house of ill repute. A lot of history here. Speakeasies. During the Prohibition days, there were tons of speakeasies. Jackson history. home of Casey Jones. Casey Jones. Jackson is situated between a lot of drugs. A lot of things came through here, and where the hell is this thing taking me? Taking me through the hood? What the fuck? Okay. Coming into Memphis, between Atlanta and
At the
Jackson
next light,
and Memphis,
turn right.
It a lot of drugs come through here, a lot of crime, a lot of trafficking, a lot of things. So it's still like that to this day. It is. Oh, okay. Here we go.
At the light, turn right onto East Chester Street, South Cumberland Street.
East 70. All right. Okay. Guess I'm going the right way here. Okay. Cool. It's taking me out a different way. That's all right. I put 20 gallons into the beast here, into Brennhilder. Cost me 80 something bucks, 82 bucks or something. Got a full tank. Should get me well underway. Should get me way out. I got a range about 509 miles. God, man, you gotta love these trucks. Yeah, they're gas guzzlers, but if you stay out of keep your foot out of it, you'll do okay. 15 miles to the gallon, I guess. What the fuck is that? That's weird. They got their own Georgia Guide stones. Got their own Stonehenge. Alright, weird. So yeah, the con continues, and I'll continue. I've already got my feelers out. And I will continue to get updates. And of course, Mom's going to tell me, stuff. She's going to lie to me, which of course I'm going to interpret as, and put it into my little data point, dossier, if you will, files, whatever. It hurts me. It hurts me that she does not believe me. I showed her the mugshots. I showed her the mugshots. I showed her the crime that he committed, right? A felony. He goes to court. He's in jail right now. And I'm sure that the law enforcement is congratulating themselves, which they should. They did a great job. They did a really good job. I nothing but good things to say about them. My mom, on the other hand, I told her, I said, the sheriff's department and police department, they might contact you and see if you want to go, right? Take go to court, whatever, or give a statement, or make a testimony. And she's like, hell no. I'm not pressing charges. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So maybe they've already started to threaten her and start the threatening phase of the con, the manipulation.
In half a mile, turn right after Kendall Electric.
That bothers me. I wish I could stay and take care of all this, but I can't. I got shit to do. I gotta go. I can't sit here and hold her hand, you know. As much as I
After
want
Kendall
to.
Electric, turn right onto US 70 East, Whitehall Street.
I can't continue to be, you know, to be there and to stand guard. It's as much as it hurts me, you know. Can't do it. She's gotta learn. She's gotta take responsibility. She has to learn from her mistakes. Right? She has to guard against this type of evil. It's a manipulation of the mind by very bad people. I've told her this, right? I've told her this. So hopefully everything sticks. Hopefully she reflects on everything that I've said and done for her, and continue and comes to terms with it. You know, she's saying that, you know, you're accusing me of being guilty of things I haven't done. You're treating me like an imbecile, and I was like, no, Mom, not quite the contrary. You are a victim. You are a victim, and you're guilty of nothing. You've done nothing wrong. You're the victim here. They took advantage of you, and it's a crime. It's a crime. It's an evil. And what kind of man, what kind of son would I be if I continue to allow this to happen to you? So get mad at me if you want. That's all I got. You know? I have to do it. Whether she wants me to do it or not. Whether she thinks I'm interfering in her business. And yes, I am interfering in her business. She needs me to. I have to do it. So that's what it is. That's what I got. That's what I got. But it still hurts. I'm not gonna lie. This really hurts. Leaving my mom vulnerable, leaving her to the wolves. You know, I'm the wolf. So yeah, it's bittersweet. But I think me leaving in this nature solves a lot of things. It does a lot of things, right? It creates a dramatic a dramatic event that she can remember. The manipulation is so strong. The brainwashing is so strong. She can't come to terms with it, and she sees me as the bad guy. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Like, Mom, I saved you. I saved you. I did something. Wow. And no, I'm the bad guy. and I shouldn't have listened to everybody telling me lies. I was like, Mom, how do I make you understand? How do I rationalize this when she's not even being rational in herself?
In half a mile, use the right lane to take the I-40 East ramp.
I-40 East, here we come, baby. Oh, wait, nope. Oh, shit, I'm fucked up. Damn. I gotta go this way. Shit. Okay. Almost took the wrong exit. Okay. Yeah, it boggles the mind. It really does. Where the fuck am I going? Okay, I think I'm going this way.
Use the right lane to take the I-40 East ramp, then merge onto I-40 East.
Ah, here's the highway. Okay, gotcha, bitch. Gotcha, bitch. I can't even, celebrate here. Because my mom is still being affected.
Continue on I-40 East for 119 miles.
By the con. She's still being affected by the con. It's amazing. It's amazing that she would still fight me on this. Everything I did was all love. I mean, I don't know. Am I over explaining this? I think I am. And I just need to come to terms with it that, that my mom is, she's, I don't know what to say. Something is wrong up there mentally that she has to believe this. Like she needs this. Like she's doing the right thing. My mom's been persecuted all her life. So I get it. And that her defense mechanism is to fight back. To push back against anything that says that she's wrong. And I could also see her being embarrassed and trying to save face and rationalize it as everybody is persecuting her again, and that she knows what she's doing, this and that. I mean, whatever. And so, yeah. So my brother, my estranged brother, he left years ago for kind of the same reason. He lived here. He does live here. He lives in close proximity to Mom. And he did everything. He was the greatest son. He took her, paid her bills. He took care of Mom like he was supposed to. Like a good son is. He got her a cell phone, right? Same thing, right? And next thing you know, she's getting scammed, and he's having to go through her mail. He's having to try to stop her from paying. Intercepting her mail, tearing up the checks, tearing up the money orders, whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he done a him tooth and nail and accused him of everything. So that's the other thing is she would start to make accusations, and just outrageous accusations. Trying to justify her actions. So I guess my mom has a little bit of a mental defect going on there. I had hoped that this would show her some light, enlighten her. But so after all these things my brother was going through, and his family, right? He married, has kids. He's like, what the fuck, Mom? I'm trying to help you here, and she's accusing him of all kinds of things. You're going behind my back, and well, you had to. You're out there just giving money to scammers all the time, and it stopped for a while after, but he was just like, that's it, I'm done. I cannot do this anymore. I'm out. I remember this conversation with him. And I tried to explain to him, Mom is, she's traumatized. She's got a lot of trauma. She's had a rough life. Rough childhood, rough adulthood, rough as a mom. We lived in the hood, Section 8 housing. I showed you the hood. I think it's worse now. I don't know if I want to go there at night. Definitely don't want to go there at night. But it was a lot more crowded back then. A lot more dangerous. She had to fight. She had to survive that, and she had to protect us. And she learned how to fight. She learned how to be vicious. She learned how to try and be intimidating, and all these things for a little white woman, in the hood. And yeah, my mom got her ass beat. We had bricks thrown through our wall. We had home invasions. She got beat up. She got jumped. And it didn't help that I was constantly in trouble with the law. Growing up. So, but you know what? My mom, she didn't care what the cops said I did, which was true. She stood by me, and she fought tooth and nail. It's like, no, my son is innocent. She stood by my innocence, even though she should have known that I was wrong, that she was wrong. So it's kind of I guess it's the same mentality that she has now. Which translates into, wow, she's all alone. Not really, though. She has a great community. She has great neighbors. She has great friends. They take care of each other in this community, and they look out for each other. continues to deny the truth and attack them for bringing it to her attention, they will have nothing to do with her. You know, in that type of, in a community where everybody knows everybody. Everybody knows who the person is that victimized my mother. They know him. Everybody knows him. It's a small town. So, you know, my mom is the talk of the town. And it's a success story. Because that criminal went to jail. Yet she continues to push everybody away. Whom is, I mean, everybody in the community. It's, I can see the future. You know, they're just gonna be like, all right, well, whatever. You know, we helped you. We tried to help you, but we helped you. They help each other all the time. Everybody helps each other. It's pretty cool. Like I said, great community. Christian base. You know. But the idea that everybody's out to get me kind of mentality with her, and then you know, which is not true most of the time, and then somebody comes along and is actually is out to get her, and when, you know, when everybody's like, it's what's the story, cry wolf, you know, yet she does not, she just switches it. She's like, no, you don't understand. I won millions of dollars. You're like, no, it's a scam. You're being scammed. You're being taken advantage of. So I don't know. The saga of mom and the scammers. Wow. And I'm knee deep in it. I am. I'm knee deep in it. I'm waist deep in it. Shit, I'm neck deep in it. And I tried to scare her. I was like, look, you know, now you're putting people at risk. You're putting your community at risk, because these people are not, if they continue to push the envelope and get violent, you and everybody you know is at risk. You know, if somebody in the neighborhood, in that community, tries to stop them, they're going to get hurt. And so, you know what I mean? You know, I mean, I tried to put it that way to her. You're putting people that love you, that you love, at risk with your actions, with you continuing to deal with these criminals and believing the scam, believing the con. So, I mean, I don't know. Well, that's where it goes. It goes into threatening and blackmail. And what the fuck are y'all doing? The threatening and the blackmail, and then, you know, violence sometimes. That is the harsh reality of the criminal element that she's dealing with. Yeah. I mean, is it really that extreme? I don't have any kind of information that points to that, except for experience, you know, knowing their modus operandi. But I mean, that's how they operate. That's how they could operate, very easily operate. Yeah. So yeah, it's a concern, and it really hurts me that I cannot be there to protect my mom when that happens. So rough, man. So rough. Nor can I convince her to take the necessary measures to protect herself, to stop dealing with these scammers. Just cut it off. Cut it off right there. Boom. Dude got arrested. The gig is up. We're done. You know. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Meanwhile, yeah, enjoy the road trip. I've been watching what's going on in the world, I guess, as much as I can. And wow, so Trump is in China, hanging out with Xi Jinping, with President Xi Jinping. I think their first name is last name. So President Xi, or you know, what's his name? Yogi, not Yogi Bear. Yeah, the panda. Yeah. So I don't know. Looks like they're trying to make some kind of deals. I get it. Yeah, whatever. It could be to our detriment. Yep. Sure. The Chi-Coms, they Trump has had a lot of dealings with them in the past with his business ventures, and he's known to be very shrewd, very when dealing with China. He would like to have some type of beneficial trade and beneficial thing, but China's not to be trusted at all whatsoever. It's the only thing that they trust is might, and we have that. We have might. Might makes right, and so being strong with them is definitely the thing. Definitely the way to go. So that's what's up. But like I said, you can't trust China as far as you can throw. And they're still going to continue to try and do their espionage and subterfuge and try to scam America. That's what they're good at, right? They're good at that shit. That's what they do. That's what they do best. Steal everything. Nothing they have is of any origin from China. Nothing. They steal everything. So, and Trump knows this, and so do all his. I seen how all he's got all these dedicated CEOs, tech giants that came with him. They definitely do want to They definitely want to study China as much as they can about their electronic surveillance and, you know, things like that, which they have. All right, they have that, definitely have that surveillance state. It's a possibility that that's exactly what they're trying to do here, right? Gain control of the populace, instill the social credit score, kind of the social credit thing, you know. Sure, yeah, but somehow regain, maintain capitalism and some levels of freedom. But yeah, the Panoctagon, if you don't know what that is, look it up. It's the techno-autocracy is what they want, but the Panoctagon is a old term. Basically, imagine a donut of a prison, and there's only one guard tower sits in the middle of that donut, and all the prison cells face the center of the donut of the guard tower, and nobody knows when they're being under surveillance. That was the concept behind the prison, and, you know, the engineering of it. So people acted differently when they knew they were being when they were under surveillance. They knew that they were being surveilled, so they walked on eggshells. But they didn't. But in this case, they didn't know who was being watched, because that was the thing about the guard tower, and the concept was it had a spotlight. The spotlight would turn, and it could you know, boom, flood the cell, one cell at a time, you know, and watch that one cell. Which meant that all the other cells, like, oh, well, he's watching them, let's do something there. In this case of the techno-autocratic Panoctagon, it's everybody is under surveillance at all times. Such is the power of the technology nowadays. Everyone can be surveilled at all times. So that concept of the Panoctagon is a moot point now, because everything is under surveillance. Hence the need for all these massive data centers, you know, all these cameras going up and things like that. Dude, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of the way. Drive slow in the fast lane. No. You're an idiot. So everybody knows this. And it's just, it's gonna get worse, right? They still got time though. They still got a lot of time to implement their plan. And yeah, it's true. They definitely want to surveil and control us. But they have to be subtle about it, right? We have to it has to be implemented in very, very small increments. The erosion of our rights, the erosion of our freedoms. Because if they do it all at once, right, no one will accept it, and everybody will fight back. But if they do it little by little increments here and there, quietly, we'll never notice it. Until one day we're just like, wow, why? What happened? Because we failed to be vigilant. That's why. We failed to be vigilant. And they succeeded in implementing their plan. Speed limit, folks. Thus I have learned that if you do the speed limit, man, you get great gas mileage. And then you're relatively safe. Usually I do 100 miles an hour wherever I go. But I only fill up twice on this trip. So yeah, I mean, there's that. There's that thing going on. And that's what I look to. And yeah, the NWO, the EOs, the Elite Cotis are all over this. Their handwriting is all over this. We're being lied to. Oh, this is for our best interest. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Chinese summit. I guess, every president has done that. And they talk shit to each other. That's the funny thing. It's we see the theater, It's a theater. It really is theater. All the world's a stage. I mean, we consider... Everyone considers China the greatest threat to the world. Yet here we are just hanging out, talking to them, doing peace talks or something. Like, what? I mean, we're talking about trade and they're staying away from certain issues, right? Like Taiwan. Like, yeah, let's not talk about Taiwan. No. Can't talk about Taiwan. Can't talk about the Philippines. Can't talk about any of that shit. No. Let's talk about trade. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah. Let's talk about trade. Let's talk about trade. Let's talk about tariffs. Oh, let's not talk about the espionage and the stealing of and spying that China's known for. Right? Everything they have because they spy and they steal. Corporate espionage. I mean, the atrocities that they're committing throughout the world. Look at Africa. I mean, they're trying to take over Africa. They're trying to take over the world. But yeah, I love the fact that Africa was like, pound sand, kick rocks. Nah, we're not paying you back. And China doesn't have the military might to back it up. They don't. Small country like the Philippines, yeah, they all they can do is intimidate and harass. That's all they can do. In the Philippines are like, we really don't want to fight, but yeah, well, just might have to. I don't know. I would, on a level playing ground, I would definitely bet on the Philippines. And they're freedom loving, you know. They have their own form of democracy, if you will, or freedom. It's a mixture, but yeah, they're fierce. So I definitely see, you know, something going on there. I can see that happening. But the Philippines, they don't have nuclear bombs. Oh, well. I'm not saying that China would nuke the Philippines, but, you know, and yeah, I guess China does have a larger military. Yeah, I don't know, I guess. But they better not set foot on the Philippines. Because that will be a war that they will lose. Man, the Philippines are rough. They got their shit. They're wired tight. And they will fight. God, will they fight. They're ready to. They know it's coming. They're preparing for it. And yeah, United States is in there. I mean, we've got advisors. We got everything going on over there. So, you know, it could be our next Ukraine. The Philippines. I mean, it wouldn't take much for us to just go, you know what? Here's some Patriots. Here's some F-15s. Here's all this stuff. Yeah, we'll train you how to use it all. And yeah, good luck. You probably don't need it, but good luck. Get over. Fuck yeah, I need to get over. Damn, dude. Yeah, I can see the Philippines getting a little cray-cray. China trying to act a fool there. Oh, down to 60 miles an hour. Okay. Sure thing. Boy Scout camp, Mac Morris. I've been there. They do a jamboree there. That's pretty cool. Fond memories. I mean, I've got some great memories here in Tennessee. But I got some trauma here too, so yeah. I don't know. I don't know which one outweighs the other. I left for a reason. Tail Landing State Park. I've never heard of that. Wow. Camden, Paris, Parsons. Live there. Alright, let's look at this. We're at a passing of Loves. 514 for diesel, 415 for unleaded. I filled up at 409. That's how much I paid outside of Jackson there. I'm heading to Nashville. Yeah, Nashville. I've already traveled 72 miles. Wow. So yeah, just watching everything unfold. It just says, you know what? I need to get more and more prepared. But you know, I've already there. I have accomplished so much already. You know, it's just waiting to implement plans. You know, that's it. And, you know, continue to train, continue to prep. You know, because we all know it's a mad, mad world out there. We really do. And you know, it always gets worse before it gets better, right? So yeah, the world is a vampire. Santa secret destroyers hold you out to the flames. Oh God, that song. Rat in a Cage. Smashing Pumpkins. Watch me get a copyright strike for that one. Not that good. Am I supposed to do 70? I didn't see the 70. Getting passed by everybody that I passed. I will slowly creep up to the speed. Allow them to pass me by. So I don't know. What else do you want to talk about? Let's see. Uh-oh. Getting the yawns. I got some really good coffee though, so. I think it's important to be aware of the situations in the world, being aware of what's going on in your area, regionally, locally, nationally, right? Knowing these things, it gives us it gives us a barometer. The weather that's, the storms to come. It helps us to, foresee what may come, Only time will reveal, but being prepared for any situation, right? Being prepared to go left or go right, or go straight ahead, or back up, whatever the case may be. Or just stay put and do nothing, while everybody else is, running out of food and gas. Everything else, We're sitting back, drinking lemonade on the porch, eating popcorn, watching the show. Right? So yeah. And we continue to build community. That's important. That's very important. Building that community, fostering those ties, knowing that we gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. Yep. So yeah, so I thank you folks for hanging out with me on this Zoot Report. Damn, it's been a long time. I'm gonna do some more creative things, some more storytelling, if you will. I've been this time I've been kind of reflecting and dealing with all this craziness, this madness. I was like, you know what? I used to do like stories and sagas, and I'm gonna get back into that. I am. I'm thinking about when I end this video, try to upload it, that I kind of do a creative storytelling video. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I have to focus on the road, really. But no, me talking like this, it keeps me up, keeps me focused. It's keeping me on track, keeping me between the lines. Yes, sir. Road 5 miles. Okay. So yeah, next time. Until next time, I bid you all to continue to train, continue to prep. Because we all know it's a mad, mad world out there. Scum.